With an affinity space, people are given a designated space to communicate primarily about a specific shared interest. An affinity space is valuable and necessary to bring people together from all over the world and connect over that one shared passion. For example, an affinity space that I am a member of is TwiFans.com, which is where people can get together, share blog posts, videos, pictures, ask questions all about the Twilight Saga. I think that technology is the perfect platform for affinity spaces. It makes communication and discussion easier and more efficient, especially for those people who are out of the country or across the U.S. Affinity spaces inspire me and my ideas for my classroom. They encourage students to learn and get involved because it is connected to and based around something that they look forward to and enjoy. So I would want to take a unit plan and give it a theme based off something that I know all of my students would love. I think that if it's something that they can connect to and get excited about, then they would get excited about learning. So a little bit more about my affinity space, TwiFans. Some overall knowledge that you would need to have in order to get involved with this page would be, just knowing what Twilight is, maybe knowing how to blog, or maybe even to make a video, and just some basic plot knowledge and character knowledge. But to be more specific, things that you would need to know would be more specifics on the books versus the movies, specific situations, maybe more intricate details and the differences between the books and the movies in order to make discussions better. Individual knowledge would be expressed on the TwiFans page through blogs, discussions in the forums or chat rooms, and in shared groups. But in contrast, the expert knowledge would be shared in more of a complex way. So on the website, there are videos or even a sketch that's shown right here on the screen. They're very intricate and detailed, and people took a lot of time. And if you go on the website and watch this video, it is almost professionally done. It's really great. So I would definitely consider those experts at TwiFanning because they are so passionate about it that they take that extra mile and take the time to really put in that effort. Here are a couple examples of individual knowledge. So there are discussion threads where people can ask questions or people's opinions, and people can reply and communicate through that. Most people who join TwiFans will already have that basic knowledge or understanding of the saga, but the knowledge that they will be learning through experience on the affinity space would be a deeper understanding of the story or different perspectives in significant situations. So people, through discussion, through blog posts, they can ask questions about the plot, about what people think about on a book coming up or a character and their decisions. And so these bloggers and these members of this group would learn more about the deeper meanings behind the saga. Both casual and central participation is valid on TwiFans. There are people who share and post, and there are people who just kind of sit back and either enjoy what people are posting or they comment. They kind of lay low, and I would consider them more casual participants. And the people who are posting and making the videos, I would consider them more of the central participants. There seems to be a lot of hanging out on TwiFans. There are the chat rooms, and you can create your own groups or join groups that are already made. So for example, right here, there's a group called the Clearwater Wolves where people can go on and talk about that wolf group, and they kind of relate to them. So this would be a place where they hang out. And I think there's also geeking out and some of the blog posts and the forums, which the forums are discussions and group messages kind of thing. So they're totally geeking out when they're making those videos or those sketches. On this specific affinity space, leadership is gained through the popularity of the blog post and the forum participation. So when there is a blog post and it has 6,000 views and 500 comments, that person would gain credibility and popularity through their posting and the quality of their post or video. And that would kind of make them somebody who people would look for on the space. They would look to read more on what they have to say or watch more of the videos that they post. A form of a leader would be a discussion leader, someone who asks thought-provoking questions where people want to get involved and put in their opinion and learn from it. And then also someone who the rest of the fans see as a resource, somebody who seems to have a lot of knowledge about the books and the movies, and that they feel that they want to ask that person questions or go to that person's page or their coven to learn and see what they have to say about the topic or any questions that they have about the storyline.